I'm Romalis. Yes, my name is Romalis.
And I am Malika. We are the Stalwarts, owners, CEO of GrandRi5ing LLC. We offer tools of intention to the community as a whole, but our focus is really on women and ensuring that they are giving themselves the same time and effort that they give to the world so effortlessly. But we've decided now that after being on the block and meeting Jonathan, that we want to have genuine growth, metrics-focused, genuine growth. Last week or week before last week, we didn't necessarily know what that meant. Now we know better when it comes to metrics after taking the 3-day boot camp. Sometimes fast money isn't always good money, but it is so beneficial because as we learned during being on the blocks, being there with Jonathan, and that's how we met him actually, but being there, we learned that the key to achieving success is achieving failure. So when we started looking at the systems, we started looking at even the management of finances. When Ro was getting more well-versed with all the financial stuff, the profit margins and those things, like, are we really making money? Do we know what we're doing here? And we realized we had to pull back. We had to pull back and there was more learning to do. So that's where we decided it's time to learn more. We started with the blocks and going to that event where we met Jonathan. I was very confused first. And it's not even about the information because again, with ADHD, we dive in. We definitely hyper-focus. So when it came to all of the topics, I had spent 3 to 4 months just learning and pulling in the information. But there was a thing that we did not know there, and that was speaking from business rather than passion. And so that was checked at the front door in like the first sit down, but no one was really able to explain it to me in a way where
Spoke your language.
Yeah, where I could fully grasp it.
Yeah, because a lot of coaches, they speak on a level where as if we already been there where they're at now. They don't speak on a level where we're not there where you're at. We're at the beginning stages. So Jonathan was able to speak to us on a level where we understood the information. And I think that stood out for me personally.
Yes, and what stood out for me is that I tell my hubby all the time, if you're going to bring me something, don't bring me a problem without the solution. And a lot of times coaches will bring you the problem and they'll tell you everything you're doing wrong. But what I love about Jonathan is that he is solution focused. He's not going to point out what is wrong without making sure that he delivers to you what it is that you need to do to correct that, what the different options are, what that looks like. It's not just you said that wrong. It's you have a better way that you could say that. Let's try this. Do you understand that? This is what it's going to have to be, whether you understand it or not when it comes to this thing, or okay, there's wiggle room. Let's play with this when it comes to that other thing. Everything stimulated. And that was the first night that I actually won in the competition. And that was a beautiful moment. And we shared a hug on stage. And I just knew from then, this is who I need to be with and around, and this needs to be my family in business and hopefully friendship in life. And it's turned into that. And my motivation on top of the legacy and generational abundance building is to work with Jonathan. It has to happen. When he sent that message, that was it. So excited. And I remember we just got off a cruise and I was like, oh my gosh, Jonathan messaged us. He said there's a course. We were not let down at all. Like, as always, the expectation was met and he went beyond that when it comes to what we learned in the course.
Yeah, I agree. It was a lot of information at a fast pace, but a pace where, okay, I can absorb and understand, take in a little bit, dump it out, receive, and go again. So it's a fast-paced course that we took with them, but it was very beneficial from an aspect of where we need to realign our business. It's things that we thought we knew, but we didn't fully understand, and we didn't have systems in place to speak the same language he was speaking when he was teaching us within that course.
For those who are watching this who have hopefully signed up, because if you haven't, what are you doing and what's wrong?
Right.
Choose you. Get on it. Make the investment. Do what you have to do. You do it for everything else. You do it for everything else. This is a major opportunity to choose you if you're focused on being a CEO and being a business with expectations of growing and not just being here today, gone tomorrow, not just the next fly-by TikTok shop situation, but actually longevity. A business like the businesses that we grew up with, where we know we see that sign and we don't even have to hear anything. We hear that sound. We don't have to know anything. We know what that business is. This is your opportunity to do that. And it was an aha moment for both of us. Like, we were able to just find the clarity from the question that was initially our confusion, just from doing the work that we were instructed to do. And not everybody is giving this information. I think out of all the business programs, accelerator programs we've been a part of, we've never had these conversations, ever. You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
We've never had these conversations. It's been very business focused. It's been, okay, well, these are the processes from start to finish, but look at your items, look at these specific things. Are they helping to generate revenue, and still in a genuine and authentic way that is ensuring that customer success over everything is in place? You can't beat that. You can't beat that. It's the entire business. I don't even know how to put that into words that really suffice, that you just have to experience it. And I think because you all are so amazing at what you do, when it comes to Successment, there's a difference in the fact that the tactics and techniques that are usually utilized to get you to swipe your card, you don't break to build someone up. A lot of these companies are following a formula, and many people that are in business don't know that it's a formula that's being given to them. And a lot of companies will follow a formula where, in order to get somebody to feel like they want to spend money on something that's for them, you have to make them feel the worst they've ever felt. And that's why this space, Successment, feels so safe, because you don't tap into that, break you down to build you up. You gather all the pieces that we've been utilizing to build what we have already, and you build on top of that. You're not focused on the swipe of the card. You're focused on who's willing to invest and prove that they want to do something for their business in order to take them to the next level, where that initial investment is like, what was that even? Like, you should have charged me more, because look at where we are. And there's no doubt in my mind that us being connected to you through our experience with Jonathan at the Blocks, through our experience through the boot camp, through this experience with you, there's no doubt in my mind that we will go to higher heights and we will all increase together. And it's never from a sense of using someone. It's never from a sense of we just want their money. It's literally the joy of building a business. And I love that about you all.